Hello internet and welcome to my channel. I'm Olivia and today I'm going to be sharing my imperfect waste management system from home and methods I take to lower my waste. From general recycling to food scraps to even that horrible flimsy plastic and so much more. And throughout I'm going to be sharing some useful tips about items you might not know you can recycle. And by the end of it I'm going to be sharing how much general waste I actually create. So make sure you like, subscribe, share and let's get into it. Area 1, food waste. So straight off, I just want to add, I'm not saying that the methods that I take are the right ways to do it or that you should do it these ways, but my aim for this video is to make you look at the way that you deal with the waste in your home. And I think it's important for us to learn from one another. So saying that, if you have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments. So for me, most waste comes from the kitchen, or things coming into the kitchen I should say. My biggest offender is waste in food. As much as I love to meal plan, and not a lot of food in general gets wasted, I just find that because we cook from scratch, bits and pieces add up. So a top tip, which I love, is if you are cooking with lots of veggies, keep a Ziploc bag or a Tupperware in your freezer to collect vegetables odds and ends, to then fill it up and create a veggie stock. I'll leave a link below with one method that I've tried. I feel okay about my food waste though, as my circular solution is my compost bin. Once I fill the food waste bowl up from my kitchen, I add it to an airtight bucket that I keep in my bathroom, and once that is full, I take it to my allotment where there I can take it to be turned into compost. And to help that system, I actually have a jug on my windowsill for a small piece of paper that I come across through the house. So this could be loo roll, cartons, or even scrap paper, as they decompose and help the system. And also I recently went through all my paperwork and digitalised, meaning I went through all my documents and scanned them all onto my phone and then shredded the non-needed ones. This too was added to the compost bin. Another good thing, but something I know some people will find gross, is that I actually add my brushed out hair, nail clippings and used bamboo earbuds to my compost, as they are all able to naturally biodegrade. I also used to have a Bokashi bin before I got the allotment, and if you want to know more about them, I've left some really good links below. Area 2, green bin, general recycling. So the things that go into my general green bin recyclings is plastics like margarine and yogurt tubs, papers and cardboard that might be too much to fit in my compost bin, like boxes I get from deliveries or cereal boxes, metals like cans from beans and tomatoes, non-alcoholic beers, oat milk and Tetra Packs, and bits here and there I know I'm allowed to put in my bin in my current postcode. But of course they all get a good cleaning and rinsing out first. But I actually don't have a lot of plastic bottle waste in my recycling, as I carry a reusable water bottle and my partner and I aren't really into fizzy pop. And for general products that I frequently use, I have kept the last ones I bought over 2 years ago, and I just refill them at my local zero waste store, Ecotopia. They stock everything from hand sanitizer, washing up liquid, to shampoo, and even food staples like oil and cordial. I just take my own screw or pump top bottle and refill it. I aim to buy products with as little packaging as possible, as recycling isn't the true solution to our war on waste and is problematic in many ways, but this is the least I can do. Area 3, fabrics and materials. From old underwear, socks and even clothes with holes in, I'll usually keep a bag in my storage cupboard, and if I'm feeling crafty, I'll try and give them a new life. From an old Holy t-shirt I made a few really nice face masks in the first lockdown, which felt good. But if you aren't a crafter, just collect a bag full and tie it up and take it to a local donation bin that takes fabrics and materials. You'll be able to find one near you. I'll leave some links of how you can do this. Area 4, thin wispy plastic. From the lid of the container of ham or corn slices, chocolate bar wrappers, to that horrible cling film you get on top of mushrooms, this type of plastic is the bane of my life. The good thing is I'm able to get 99% of my fresh fruit and veggies package free and avoid a lot of this. But sometimes I think I could just bin all of this little plastic, it really annoys me. But the thought of it getting into nature and then potentially a small animal actually makes me stay awake at night. I just hate the amount of litter that I see just from walking to my bus stop on my way to work. So I collect it, and again, I usually on my kitchen windowsill have a jug next to the paper one, and once a week I will shred it and turn it into an EcoBrick. What is an EcoBrick, I hear you ask? Well, an EcoBrick is a plastic bottle stuffed solid with non-biological waste to create a reusable building block. Basically, you fill it up with all that horrible plastic, weigh it and send it off to be made into something brilliant. EcoBricks are used to make modular furniture, garden spaces and full-scale buildings such as schools and houses. For this, I usually use a 5 or 6 litre bottle that myself or my partner has used, like white vinegar or a car screen wash bottle, and then I clean it out and get to it. But at the minute I'm keeping all of mine as I'm planning to make some sort of seating area for my allotment. Area 5. Glass. So in my area you cannot put glass in your general recycling, but there is a bottle bin just 2-minute drive away. Although I don't go through a lot of glass, I go through items like beer bottles, sauces and coffee jars. And I like to keep a little storage box by my front door and collect them, and when it's full, I'll take it to that local bottle bin. But a lot of the time I like to reuse some jars I have, like these spice jars. I used them, cleaned them out and stuck some labels on. These in a past life were Asdo pesto sauces, and I've just collected them and slowly replaced them from my old plastic random ones, and I fill them up package free at my local zero waste store. While you're here, let me know in the comment section below what areas in your life do you create the most waste. For me, it's definitely food and general recycling. Anyways, back to the next area. Area 6, soft plastic, the stretchy stuff. Since becoming more eco-conscious, I found out that in Leeds you can actually put a lot of stretchy plastics in your green bin, like your plastic carrier bags and bread bags. But for the past few years I've been collecting it and taking it to my local supermarket, as most of them will have a recycling drop-off for this type of plastic in the entrance. I'll find a larger bag, fill it up with the bread bags and whatnot, so it's all in one tidy place, and when it's full I'll squash it down and put it in the recycling. But I actually try to keep some material that I get from any online deliveries, so that I can reuse the packaging for when I sell something from my depot. Area 7, tin and aluminium. This still goes in the general waste green bin, but ever since I swapped from carton milk to glass delivered milk, I discovered that the lids are foil, meaning they can be recycled. Woohoo! Check out how I save money, time and waste by using modern Milkman subscription on my video here in the corner. But I've researched the best way to clean them, and that is to rinse them, let them dry, clump them all together and put them in the recycling. Area 8, Terracycle. Terracycle is my jam. They're a recycling company for your non-recyclable waste to be turned into new product materials. My local zero waste store, Ecotopia, are a proud drop-off location for 3 bins: crisp packets, toothpaste and dental product packaging, biscuits, cake and cracker wrappers. I have a small bag that I usually have in my kitchen, or it's moved to my front door so I don't forget it, where I put in the used products packagings in, and then I drop them off when I'm there doing my food shop. Area 9, Unwanted Items. For me, I love to get lost in a YouTube organisation series hole, which then makes me start decluttering and removing items I don't hold valuable anymore, and then trying to find a thoughtful place for all my belongings that I do love, and then I find myself with lots of odds and ends. From old clothes I don't wear anymore to mix-match ramekins and glasses from my kitchen. I find my solution to this is 1. Having an area where they're designed to be. This way they don't get left on the kitchen counter or create more visual clutter and then they just end up finding another place to hide. And 2, finding it a better home. Yes, I could put it in the general waste, but what good is that? So I think of these options: asking friends and family, posting it on social media accounts, putting up for sale, swap or free online on Facebook groups or marketplace, Depop, or seeing if any items are wanted at local shelters or even donation bins or charity shops. Some examples of this are like your old towels, so you could donate to your local dog shelter, makeup and beauty products, and you can take them to your local Superdrug or body shop. I'll link some details below. Used batteries. I keep them under my sink in a container, but I've recently invested in some rechargeable batteries, so I don't have many batteries, but when the container is full, I'll take it to the supermarket, and there is usually a recycled drop-off near the tills. I also save my beer lids, as in case something crafty takes my eye on Pinterest. And I also know that Corey's PC World takes any tech and cable donations to be recycled. So they were all my waste areas and the methods that I've got going on. Stay with me for this last little bit as I'm going to share about my general waste and what I actually send to landfill. But for now, I just want to say thanks for watching and making it this far. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and maybe watching some of my past videos. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at lowimpactlive. And as always, feedback's always welcome. Anyways, time for the truth about my general waste. Area 10, general waste. So what do I actually put in my general waste bin? Good question. Well, to be a little bit more intentional, I decided to get a smaller bin. I think it's maybe 20 litres, if that. It's only really used for hoover dust and paper towels, which is something we cut down a lot on, as I've recently made some reusable hand cloths from an old towel. And keep a little container where I chuck those dirty ones and then just throw them in the wash when it's time. But honestly, I'd say it takes at least a month and a half for myself and my partner to fill this general waste bin. And of course, we use biodegradable liners as no food wastage or liquids will be going in there. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Making these videos is such a lovely creative outlet and hobby for me. So let me know you're enjoying it too by subscribing and sharing. And if you fancy finding out some more tips, I'll leave one of my past videos right here. And don't forget to let me know what areas of your house do you create the most waste in. Is it food and recycling like me? Anyways, I'll hopefully catch you in the next one. Have a great day.